because you get up to 100 miles to the gallon. And it's priced at an unbeatable $2,700. Honda CB100, available at Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
The AIC mobile app has been helping many to save time while getting more done, all from the comfort of their homes. When you download our mobile app, our services are at your fingertips. Log in using biometrics, view motor and property policies, file a claim and submit claim photos, request a quote, receive renewal reminders starting 6 weeks prior to renewal, submit renewal request, view branch locations, and obtain Google Map directions, make payments via Atlantic Bank Bill Pay, and even contact your customer care rep directly. Prospective clients will have limited access, but can request a quote, place a call to a branch, view branch locations and obtain Google Map directions, file a claim. And since all paperwork is completed beforehand, there's no waiting in line. With all the time you can save, can you afford not to use our app? Download today on the App Store or Play Store. The AIC mobile app. Insurance at your fingertips.
Captain Shark's Marine Center is San Pedro's favorite marine hardware store that proudly supplies boat owners, fishermen, snorkelers, divers, and any other water sport enthusiasts. With the largest inventory of fishing gear in Belize, we can help you enjoy the salt life and ocean outdoors with the perfect lure, rod and reel combo, and any other complimentary fishing tools such as bait knives, hook pliers, cast nets, and much more. If diving and snorkeling are your passions and hobby, then look no further for equipment. We carry a large assortment of masks, snorkels, fins, BCD vests, bodysuits, dive watches with reputable brands such as Cressy, Mattis, Tilos, and others. When you need to repair your fiberglass boat or Yamaha outboard motor, we offer the right materials and replacement parts to get the job done. Visit us at Lion Street opposite Maya Island Air or give us a call at 226-3370. And remember that for land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
Honorable Andre Perez and his team continues to work diligently with partners to implement innovative solutions to protect our coral reefs, mangroves, a diverse range of fish species, and seagrass beds. By integrating climate resilience into our coastal zone and fisheries sector, we're ensuring the long-term sustainability of blue-based industries, the protection of essential marine ecosystems, and the source of revenue for our coastal communities. The blue economy is more than just policy. It's progress. It's sustainability. It's the promise of a brighter future for all Belizeans. Together, we're charting a new course because with vision, commitment, and action, the sky is the limit and the sea is our greatest ally. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
A pleasant good morning, San Pedro, and a pleasant good morning to our friends over in Key Gawker. We want to welcome you to another edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of the month of September 2025. Let us begin by taking a look at the weather, the general weather forecast provided to us by the Belize Meteorological Service. The general situation, moist and unstable conditions prevail. The 24 forecast will be cloudy skies with a few funny breaks today, sunny breaks that is, and cloudy spells tonight. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will develop around the country this morning, decreasing this afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms will redevelop over southern areas tonight. The marine conditions, the winds will be from the east-southeast at 5 to 15 knots. Sea state will be choppy and waves will be between 3 to 5 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 31 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 79 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 26 degrees Celsius. For inland areas, the highs will be 93 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 34 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 23 degrees Celsius. And up in the hills, the highs will be 78 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 26 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 67 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 19 degrees Celsius. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for isolated showers or isolated thunderstorms with a few more over southern areas in the night. We take a look at the tides. A high tide will occur this morning at 11:30 and another high tide will occur tonight at 11:05. A low tide will occur this afternoon at 5:23. The sun will set this evening at 5:47 and it will rise tomorrow morning at 5:41. The moon will rise this morning at 7:54 and will set tonight at 7:30. This is the general weather forecast provided to us by forecaster Francisca Wellington. They are at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we should have a few showers during the course of today, but for the most part, weather should start to improve and we should have some good, or most of the day should be good weather here on the island. Don't be surprised if we have a few showers as well. Tonight we should be okay, and then let's take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what will be happening for the remainder of the week going into the weekend. For tomorrow, Thursday, isolated showers or isolated thunderstorms, a few more over the south early morning and at night. The wind will be from the east at 5 to 10 knots. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 93 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. On Friday, mainly fair with only isolated showers or thunderstorms. The wind will be light and variable. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. On Saturday, isolated showers and thunderstorms, slightly more at night. The wind will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And then on Sunday, isolated showers or thunderstorms. The wind will be light and variable. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. So we should have good weather tomorrow, Thursday. We should have good weather on Friday, good weather on Saturday, and good weather on Sunday. a complete difference than last week going into the weekend. This week it's looking far better for us here in Belize. Thank you much to the Belize Met Service for the general weather forecast and also for the 40 forecast. Turning into the tropics, let's take a look at what's happening in the Atlantic this morning. There are three areas that we're following. We have a hurricane and we have two strong tropical waves. They look like they're heading into the same direction. Let us begin by taking a look at the info for Hurricane Gabrielle. And 6 o'clock this morning, it had maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour. The minimum central pressure is 960 millibars, and it's located at 35.8 north, 50.2 west, and the movement is east-northeast at 25 miles per hour. This one is moving pretty fast at 25 miles per hour. It really wants to reach its destination. Let's take a projected path to see where the hurricane is heading to. Look at that. Heading to Europe. That's where it's going. And it will still be a storm up until it looks like Friday. It will be downgraded to a depression, but it will cause and bring a lot of rain into areas more than likely of over at Portugal and those areas there. So let's see what will happen. It's moving pretty fast though. It's moving pretty fast and eventually will start to lose some strength. Let's take a look at the two other areas of disturbance. The one that is closer to the Bahamas. Let us begin with that one. Let me see here. Let me get my information. A tropical wave over the northeastern Caribbean Sea is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. This wave is expected to move west-northwestward at 15 to 25 miles per hour, spreading that is heavy rainfall and gusty winds into Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands today and across the Dominican Republic beginning tonight. The system is then expected to slow down and turn northwestward when it reaches the southwestern Atlantic late this week. Environmental conditions are forecast to be more conducive for development in a few days, and a tropical depression is likely to form when the disturbance is in the vicinity of the Bahamas. Interest in the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the Bahamas should monitor the progress of this system. And the Air Force Hurricane Hunter aircraft is scheduled to perform a system survey this afternoon to gather data from the surrounding environment if necessary. Formation chance in the next 2 days, it's low at 30%, and formation chance in the next 7 days, it's high at 80%. Regardless of development, this disturbance here will bring a lot of rain, some gusty winds into that area, and it's passing right on top of the Turks and Caicos, Puerto Rico, and eventually heading towards the Dominican Republic. It will cause a lot of rain there in Haiti. Portions of Cuba will be covered as well, and the Bahamas and the U.S. Virgin Islands are on its way, in its path as well. So, the nasty weather over that area right now. And there's another one coming behind. Let's take a look at the information there for the other disturbance. Shower and thunderstorm activity associated with an elongated area of low pressure located several hundred miles east of the Leeward Islands continues to show signs of organization. Environmental conditions are forecast to be favorable for further development, and a tropical depression is likely to form later today or Thursday, while the system moves west-northwestward to northwestward into the western tropical Atlantic, well north of the Leeward Islands. Additional information the system, including gale warnings, can be found in high seas forecast issued by the National Weather Service. Formation chance the next 2 days, it's high at 90%, and formation chance the next 7 days, it's high at 90%. When you see 90 and 90 they are done, that's because any minute now it will be upgraded to a tropical depression or tropical storm. I wouldn't be surprised that after the visit from the Hurricane Hunter aircraft this afternoon, this will be upgraded to a tropical depression or tropical storm, and it's heading into almost the same area where the other disturbance is. The only difference is that this one will miss the Windward Islands, and it's heading more towards the U.S. coastline. Whether it will continue this projected path or take that turn more northward, it will be determined later on this week. But what I can tell you is that around that area, north of the Leeward Islands, the Bahamas, and later on the U.S. coastline, some nasty weather will be around that area.
At least it's not headed towards us.
They seem to miss the Caribbean, you know.
They're all going north
They
this
all
year.
are going north. From when we started following those waves that leave the coast of Africa, they're taking that turn towards the north. Two factors. There's a high pressure ridge right there in the open Atlantic. That's one. And right in front of the Windward Islands, there is also a high pressure ridge as well. So it's like
It's like a funnel, right?
Yes. You took out the word. It's like a tunnel that it leads them to that direction.
Let's hope those high pressure systems stay there for a while.
Yes. But that area around the Bahamas, getting close to the U.S. coastline, Dan, the waters are very warm there. So don't be surprised that that these two disturbances can strengthen pretty fast.
Yeah, especially if they combine together, right?
Yeah.
That's when you get what you call
It's
that.
gonna be the weather for them is gonna be back to back. It's gonna be one after another. Similarly, like we had here, then we had 3 tropical waves in our area, you know, one after another. That's why we had 2 weeks of non-stop rain here in the country. They didn't develop into anything because the area in front of Belize right now, or it was 2 weeks ago and last week, it was not conducive for development. But that's the reason why we had a whole lot of showers. We can take the rain anytime.
Yep.
All right. Thank you much to the National Hurricane Center for the update. Today is the 24th of the month. Who is celebrating birthdays today? Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays. May you have an enjoyable one. May you celebrate many, many more. Our good friend Tito Alamia is celebrating birthdays today. Congratulations to Tito. May he have an enjoyable one. May he celebrate many, many more. And likewise to all those who are celebrating birthdays today, we want to sing to you Las Mañanitas.
Que cantaba el rey David, hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te
Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable birthday. And as we always say, may you celebrate many, many more. We will go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Malaysian singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge.
Captain Shark's Marine Center is San Pedro's favorite marine hardware store that proudly supplies boat owners, fishermen, snorkelers, divers, and any other water sport enthusiasts. With the largest inventory of fishing gear in Belize, we can help you enjoy the salt life and ocean outdoors with the perfect lure, rod and reel combo, and any other complimentary fishing tools such as bait knives, hook pliers, cast nets, and much more. If diving and snorkeling are your passions and hobby, then look no further for equipment. We carry a large assortment of masks, snorkels, fins, BCD vests, bodysuits, dive watches with reputable brands such as Cressy, Mattis, Tilos, and others. When you need to repair your fiberglass boat or Yamaha outboard motor, we offer the right materials and replacement parts to get the job done. Visit us at Lion Street opposite Maya Island Air or give us a call at 226-3370. And remember that for land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
Years ago, Belize's blue economy was a vision, a dream waiting to be realized. It was an untapped resource with immense potential, but lacked the leadership and strategy to truly thrive. Today, under the leadership of Honorable Andre Perez, Minister of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, that vision is no longer just a dream, it's a reality. The blue economy has become a cornerstone of Belize's growth, creating sustainable jobs, boosting our GDP, and preserving our natural heritage. Under the previous administration, our rich marine resources and coastal communities faced many challenges: limited innovation, missed opportunities, and a lack of direction. This administration has championed groundbreaking initiatives such as the National Adaptation Plan for the Coastal Zone and Fisheries Sector, which is the first of its kind in Belize and is a testament to the ministry's commitment to building a robust and sustainable blue economy. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
Flying is fun, but it can also be dangerous. Fly kites safely by following these tips. Never use wire, metallic thread, or wire-reinforced strings. You could be electrocuted. Remember, even a safely built kite can cause a power outage if it gets caught in a power line. Always use paper, plastic, or wood to build kites. Never fly kites near power lines, in the path of traffic, aircrafts, or near highways. Always fly kites with a responsible adult in open areas, in dry weather, and with clear visibility. Never attempt to remove your kite from a power line. Always call BEL at 0800-235-2273 if your kite gets caught in a power line. Belize Electricity Limited. We care about your safety.
Welcome to Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, your pharmacy with a little bit of everything. From proteins and natural multivitamins by Alpha Products to keep you on track for that perfect fitness goal. Cosmetics, we got it too. From Revlon, L'Oreal, and Maybelline to give you that perfect, beautiful skin. Check out our Forensi products for all hair types to give you that beautiful bouncing hair that you've always wanted. Take care of your skin with our Fruit of the Earth products and also our brand new baby aisle for all babies that you guys would love. We got you while you enjoy your Belizean vacation. Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, located on Pescador Drive, San Pedro, Amber Whiskey. Telephone 206-2227. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday and most holidays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Visit us at Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics.
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 26 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning. We're halfway into the week already. It's going to be a short week. We had a holiday on Monday, and that's the reason why we're already halfway into the week. Don Elmer is in studios. A pleasant good morning to you, brother.
Good morning, Eden. Good morning, radio listeners or TV viewers. A pleasant good morning to you. I'm hoping that your Wednesday has begun on a good foot, on the right foot. And like you said, we're already halfway into the work week. So thankfully, because of the holiday on Monday,
Yep.
I know some people are still recovering from the entire celebration during the weekend. It was a fantastic time to celebrate, our country, freedom, liberation, independence. So, yep, it was a good weekend, at least for me. I don't know if for you, but for me it was a good weekend to celebrate our beloved Belize at 44.
Yes, I guess as Belizeans we all did enjoy the Independence weekend, more so Monday when we were able to relax and have an enjoyable, relaxed day. Sunday was hectic with the parade and everything that came along with it, and Monday was just a day to relax. There is a message coming out from Belize Water Services though. We want to share that information this morning, and this water interruption will be for San Pedro town, and the areas to be affected
To the entire San Pedro.
The entire San Pedro town. And now the boundaries have extended, so we could safely say the entire island where the supply of water from the WS reaches out. No water on Thursday. Duration will be from 11 in the night to 5 o'clock in the morning. So make sure you fill up those buckets, containers, and get them ready, because it's going to be a long water interruption.
6 hours?
6 hours. Good thing is it's going to be late at night going into the
into Friday morning.
Friday morning. I'm seeing it's going to be on Thursday, right? So this will affect those establishments that open past midnight. That true?
I guess they are closed early.
Well, they could remain open, but they will have to be busy with their buckets right there.
Sure.
And even those that close at 12 midnight, if you run a bar or a restaurant and you close at 12 midnight and you're highly dependent on Belize water service on a big Thursday, because Thursday out here already weekend, Thursday is already weekend here, so those establishments, they have to make sure that they have something prepared. Otherwise, customers don't like the smell.
I'm thinking also about the different people, who work at, they work during the day, so at night they have time to do their laundry, to clean their house, mop them place, and stuff like that. So it will also affect those people, because that is the only time that they have, free to be able to do their home errands, their home cleaning. So now it's going to be from 11 in the night on Thursday to 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning.
5 o'clock
that the water will be interrupted. The water service will be interrupted. So just be mindful about that. And you might want to fill in some buckets, like you said, right? Because you just never know when you need the water.
No, that's true. That is very true. And households, they have to get them containers as well. It's very important. And thank you much to the Belize Water Services for giving us the heads up, because
they gave us some ample time.
Yes, for people to prepare for this. So you have the message. It's going to be tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the night, going to 5 o'clock Friday morning. And with that, they should be okay. They might be fixing some problems or upgrading their services. The United Democratic Party is announcing their convention date, endorsement convention. Initially was going to be a contested convention, but one of the candidates decided that it will not continue their bid to the convention, and waiting for Dan to post the picture so that we can give you the information.
Did you send it to me?
Oh yeah, I did. I did send it to you, Dan.
You did?
Did I?
No.
I did not.
You
You're
did
right.
Not.
No wonder. I sent it to the wrong chat group that I have this morning, and then they have me busy here. I don't want to call them out, I sent it to the wrong chat group. Sorry about that, Dan.
That's okay.
I want to send it to you right now. Oh my, they might be having a feast right now.
And the contestant, the person who will be endorsed, Aiden, he's, I think, one of the youngest serving senators right now in the House, if I'm not mistaken. So I've had the opportunity to speak to him on a personal note and listen to him about what his plans are, what he intends to do, and that kind of stuff. So far, his conversation with me has been very, promising, hopeful, and so to the sitting senator right now, Mr. Zetina, I think you're on your path to a good political lifeline right there.
Yeah, he has to be. Well, they're having caretakers conventions, right? And in not all constituencies, in somewhere they do not have a caretaker. Caretaker is different than standard bearer.
Right.
This is to make sure that the constituency can have their committee up and running, and particularly more so for the upcoming national convention, in which you need to have the list of your delegates in case it will be a contested national convention. So they're doing a number of conventions in a number of constituencies, and like I said, in this particular one, Belize Rural South, it should have been contested, but one of the candidates decided to call it quits, and so only Senator Gabriel Cetina remained. And so what will happen on Saturday, he will be endorsed and is being joined by the leader of the opposition in the House, the Honorable Tracy Panton, and also the area representative for Mesopotamia, the Honorable Lee Marchang. This is happening, let me see here, at the San Pedro High School Auditorium on Saturday, September 27, from 7 o'clock to 10 p.m. They'll have a DJ there, DJ Shifter, $2 Bears, and Island Sensation Band to entertain the crowd out there as well. So the United Democratic Party, Elmer, they need to get their act together. And it looks like they are heading that way, and pretty much sure that that come November, the National Convention will be an interesting one, whether the Honorable Tracy Panton will be endorsed as a party leader or will it be a contested national convention. It's yet to be determined, because after the caretaker conventions, which should end sometime in October, then the announcement of the national convention takes place. The list of delegates will be submitted, and then applications will be accepted for party leader, first deputy party leader, second deputy party leader, chairman, and so on, and deputy chairman. So let's see what
and
will
anything
happen.
can happen yet, because you know, like the UDP has given us so many surprises over the past 8 years, but apparently it seems like until now, for the past few weeks, it appears that Mr. Shinebarrow has become less vocal. It seems to be like it's sort of like lends us to think that, okay, Miss Tracy will be taking over the reins. But like I said, anything could happen.
You never know what they
Anything
have
could
under
happen.
their sleeves, right? Politicians are like that, Elmer.
Unpredictable.
Yes, so that's a convention. That's a convention that will be taking place here in Belize Rural South. Belize Rural South comprises San Pedro, Key Cocker, and St. George's Key. I don't know how many voters St. George's Key have. You know, I was talking to Minister Perez the other day on studios, and he was telling us, because he was talking about Key Cocker, that their voters list has come up to close to 400, between 14 and 1,500 voters. So it's growing. Their voters list is growing. St. George's Key, if I'm not mistaken, had about 4 or 5 voters.
Right.
Yeah, only in a very close
However,
election.
it can make a difference, you know, in a very highly contested election. That 5 voters like St. George's can make the drift.
Yes. No, sure.
And cause the win for anybody.
Telling you.
Why?
Kikaka is going to the polls on a referendum. They will be voting whether yes, they want cannabis to be legalized, or no bring it in for we island. And we've started to see the campaign for those who are in favor, and we're starting to see the campaign for those who are against. I saw the ad yesterday with the Minister of Home Affairs spearheading the yes vote campaign.
Yeah, basically it seems like if he this way, like he would represent the government, of course, right?
I like the stand that that the minister took. Let the people decide. I'll sit down on the sideline and watch what will happen. I'm talking about the area representative for Belize Rural South, Minister Perez. He has opted to sit on the sideline. He's going to be there to watch the process unfold, but will not be there to push for a yes or a no vote. I wonder what is the position of the senator. Maybe we could ask him after his convention on Saturday. Once he's fully endorsed and will be the official caretaker, then we could start to ask questions.
I believe he's coming to studios too before the week slips out, so we could learn more about what he's planning to do for the area. But yes, it is an interesting process so far. Because at first, when the idea came up, it was like, I don't know if this thing will actually go through. But you see, the village of Kikaka actually gathered the votes necessary to trigger a referendum. And so Governor General signed it off, and we are now heading to the polls. Kikaka is heading to the polls in the early days of October to decide whether or not they are in favor or not in the legalization of marijuana on the island. And like the minister was saying, you really have to get all the information in order to do an educated decision, because it's he was basically saying that the process is to have regulation in place for the distribution or the selling of marijuana on the island of Kikaka. So you've got to really be informed about what the entire process is and what it intends to do, so that you can make an informed decision on referendum day.
So 1,400 voters who are eligible to vote in Kikaka will decide whether they want to take that route or not. You mentioned something very interesting, and I listened to the Prime Minister speak about this as well. Kikaka triggered a referendum. The amount of signatures needed is a small amount, a small amount, and they're looking into putting legislation now that will not be that easy to trigger a referendum. Then any village can say, well, we want to pass this law or do this, let's trigger a referendum and let's have one. So they have to look at it very closely and see whether they want the present amount of signatures necessary to trigger a referendum stand, or they're going to introduce legislation to make it a little bit more difficult to trigger one.
I think it's a smart move, to do that on part of government, because a lot of, in this moment in time that we're living with the technology right in our hands every day, a lot of things are happening, and so we need to be very mindful about the different things that are happening around us that will, affect us as a country. And now for me, well, it's my opinion on marijuana is punto y aparte, like I don't use marijuana, so but however, even if you're not a user of marijuana, it is important that if you're a voter in Kikaka, to come out and cast your vote, because it has a weight, it has a voice into which direction you want this process to take.
True.
By the time the door closes on election day. So if you didn't
want to go
vote,
shush that date in Kikaka.
I think we might go.
And carry down with us.
Me?
Let's see what happens. I think it's gonna be the voter turnout will come out, because there are those like the churches. They're already on the ground, you know. They're already on the ground, and they're doing their campaign for a no vote, and then you have those in favor who will be on the ground as well, or are on the ground supporting the yes vote. So it's going to be a very interesting one, you know, what will be the outcome, because if the yes vote succeeds, then Kikaka will be used. I don't want to use the phrase that we say in Creole, you know. I don't want to use it. I don't want to offend anybody. But Kikaka will be used as the first place where Belize legalized marijuana in bigger quantities than what it is. Because remember that they decriminalize the amount. But Kikaka would be used as a place. How can I put it together, Dan?
The test ground.
The testing ground.
Yeah.
Of what the industry can look like for the remainder of the country.
What is going to be interesting is how they're going to do it if they do vote yes. Because it's still illegal in the country to sell it. So how are you going to obtain it unless it's on the black market?
Yeah.
Unless you do it like Amsterdam.
Well, I think the minister...
but then you got to change the law for the entire country. Just kind of in a bit of a conundrum. Because how can you say, okay, you can sell it, but how are you going to import it into, like, how are you going to get it in the country where you can actually grow it? There's all kinds of, when you get this federal and like a little small thing, it's going to be a big.
That is what I kind of question, you know. It's like an open check that you're having there.
Yeah.
It's all right. You want to legalize it, yes or no? But what happens afterwards?
Yeah.
If the no vote succeeds, then it's done.
Yeah.
It's over.
Can you still get arrested for selling it? Is the
But
thing.
if the yes succeeds, what happens afterwards? How will it be implemented? Who's gonna be granted those
license?
You gotta do it like Amsterdam.
I think when I forget my license, then.
I'm seeing your point, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm seeing your point that they're going there, you know, yes or no, but with little. Has there been a consultation? Has government or those that are behind the new industries, you know, done a presentation as to what will happen afterwards?
I don't think they thought that far ahead. Because you know, like you say, are there going to be like hash bars there?
Those are good questions, and those
are
like the questions that the voters in Kikaka should be asking those who are lobbying for the yes vote.
Yeah.
The no vote is pretty much clear. No, that's it. Vote no to it.
Yeah.
But the yes, they have a lot of answers to give the voters there in.
And concrete answers, because really you need to know all the mechanisms that will be put in place. So, you know, carry on with the regulation, not only with the selling, like Dan is saying, but, you know, with where you're going to be using it. Because at present, if you live in a small apartment where there's like 15 rooms and one person is smelling, everybody is intaking that marijuana smoke. Seriously. And their children, like, you know, like I was watching the Orinjoa Carnival, and they were saying a lot of things about, you know, marijuana users in the crowds. You know, there were children there there were families there. There were people who were elderly but have some sort of sickness, you know, and these people are just smoking freely.
Yeah.
And then that part I find offensive, because you need to be mindful too, because you're imposing on others, and I don't know that there's anything in place to govern that behavior, because, you know, it's carnival, police them, and so what?
Yeah. So good questions there, and we need answers, especially the voters here in Kikaka. You know, they need answers. Talking about carnival, I will start. I will want us to start a petition to submit to the town council, to Mayor Wale and his team there, the San Pedro Town Council. I would love for them to consider to consider in separating the Independence/Carnival Parade. Let's do like Corozal does. Let's do like Belize City. I can't use Orange Rock because Orange Rock it does the same thing like we on the island. Let's designate a date for what will be a carnival parade.
That's right.
And let us do our Independence Patriotic Parade with floats, golf carts decorated, bicycles, and you have your school children participating on an Independence Patriotic Parade. Because a lot of people say, well, they never see nothing patriotic about Sunday's parade because it was a carnival parade. And a carnival parade, if you look at it, like what happens in Belize City and other parts, it's colorful, it's a jump up and the full works. And I have to give kudos to an organization that was out there uniformed, and I thought that they stood a good chance in winning one of the prizes. Not that I'm not saying that those who won do not deserve it, but I'm just saying that I want to publicly acknowledge and say that the San Pedro Lions Club for me was one of my favorites. I was not a judge, so I couldn't make those decisions. But for me, I give kudos to them, and that is where I would want to go on an Independence Patriotic Parade. The Lions and organization was a perfect example of what you would want to see on an Independence Patriotic Parade. Now, a carnival parade like Corozal does it differently on a different date, and like how Belize does it on a different date, then that's where the jump up and everything takes place. What's your take on that, Don Elmer?
I think you see when we have a tendency in Belize to mix everything together. I don't know why, but when you do the separation, then you're able to enjoy and learn because then you understand what a carnival parade is supposed to be, and when you do the patriotic parade, then you understand how solemn it means to the country and what it means to the children that are watching us, because otherwise, what did the children that were out here for Carnival Day / Independence Day parade learn or took home, other than, because look, even in on the cameras they were like just dancing not too pleasantly for cameras, it was
we
far
had
from
to be
saying it
very
was a
careful
family.
what was being shown on camera.
Yep.
As you rightly mentioned. And the participation of the kids, except for that group there that were in complete red, that had a number of kids there, and I think they won a category. Other than that,
New something, it was their group name.
Yeah, there were very little number of children participating in what should be our Independence Patriotic Parade. That's why I'm saying, if you're going to have a carnival parade, a carnival jump up like we had on Sunday, a lot of people were saying, and I was texting to a couple of friends and said, next year I know they bring out my children for watch that.
Yeah,
but then it's our independence, so why don't we separate it and have a day that will be our carnival parade, and then people will understand, you know what? The carnival parade is coming, you decide whether you want to take the family to watch
and
it or not. And then
both days
colorful.
are attended heavily, Like both days the carnival, because not everybody like carnival, but there's a lot of people who want to come out for the Independence Parade when the uniform is, you see in Corozal, they bring the people in from Mexico, the soldiers from there, the police from there and stuff like that. It's a uniform parade. It's an independence parade, and people appreciate it.
So how many signatures I need to start this petition to the town council?
We can go with 1,000.
I got one suggestion too for the parade. This is directed at the San Pedro Fire Department. Must you blast that siren at full volume coming down the street?
Thank you very much.
It is deafening, and it's throughout the whole parade.
The whole parade. All right, do it every now and then, man.
Yeah. But
every
holy
now and then, but
smokes.
for the entire parade, I couldn't wait for that fire engine to just go by.
Yeah, it was loud, guys. You guys are in the truck, so you don't hear it as much. Like, stuff a rag in the horn or something, or turn it down because it is way too
Second
loud.
petition. Maybe it's time for us to ask for the fire, the traffic department and the police to lead the parade and done.
Yeah.
With that siren, it's good enough.
Yeah.
We don't need the fire engine. All right, second petition. The fire engine out.
So you want to know the winners?
Again?
Do you want to know the winners?
Yes, let's give the list of the winners in this year's parade. Congratulations to all those who participated. I think that we need to give kudos to those who went out there,
Yeah.
because it's not easy, and the route is not a short one
It's
either.
so long it.
Some of them halfway into the parade decided to call it quits. I don't want to call out names either. Give us the names then.
All right,
the winners.
the winner of the most patriotic float, Happy Island.
Happy Island was good. I like the hypeness on the crowd, Happy Island had the live band.
Yeah.
They have the live band performing on the parade, and they did fabulous. I had to commend Melissa when I got the opportunity to interview her, and I told her, Mel, you came out 100%. And kudos to the crew from Happy Island, to all those who joined. They had a big crowd. Who else won?
Most creative. Who do you think that went to?
I think that was Island Jungle.
No, they were in there, but the most
I think that one them and I'm a tropic.
Tropic Air won most creative.
I'm trying to see what were they looking at most creative.
The criteria for the creative.
What is it that they were looking at?
I don't know.
Creativity, uniqueness, something different.
You see that like, I'm nothing against Tropic. I love Tropic Air. But this is my humble opinion, The most creative group out there was the Lions.
Yeah, he liked the Lions.
Their uniform, their props that they had, the lion that folded and opened.
She did pose in front of her camera.
Yes.
Because I like to see it right, so I told her, come close to the cameras.
But again, I was not a judge, so I don't know what the criteria was. Maybe there were other criteria that I don't know about, that the judges were looking at. But congratulations to Tropic. Tropic had been going out on the parade as well for a number of years, and they had a crowd as well. And a high crowd.
Yeah.
Happy Island Jungle won something. What did they win?
Yes, they won the most colorful.
Most colorful. Yeah, they had that good.
Yeah.
That one was good.
Yes.
That is true.
Best new group, Master Leader.
Yes, this is the group that I'm talking about, that had most of the participants children. This is the group, and I totally agree with the judges on this one, to give them that win on that category. But again, it's our independence, it's our patriotic parade, and we didn't have the participation of the children out there. It was only more carnival. It was
I
more,
think the San Pedro High School band may come out or so, but
man, then drop off high school and primary school. Even if you said, maybe there were issues with the organization or stuff, no, man, this is an opportunity for you to give thanks to those who year after year, when you do your dollar drive and when you do your movie nights and when you do your fundraising, this community here is the one that goes out and supports you 100%. So when people line up waiting for the RC marching band to pass, waiting for the high school, and they were MIA, man, ask you RC, you organizers, and the three that make decision at the high school. You go and you ask those who were on the sidelines waiting for you if they were not disappointed that you were not participating in this year's parade. A lot of people, right after we finished the broadcast, people who came by and we had a little social here with a few friends that were saying, What happened with the marching
¿Qué
bands?
pasó?
Nuestro orgullo, what we are proud of, you know. What happened? Where are they? What's the reason why they never participate?
You want the rumor?
I don't know if there's a rumor or not.
There is a
but,
rumor. Rumor has it that the organizer didn't want to participate because he can't handle coming in second place.
But that was
what
for the
happened
the participation down south in Independence, not here.
And he's still upset about it.
No, but that's Banfest, man. We don't got nothing to do with Banfest.
I know, but that's...
Good morning, caller. No, that's...
Good morning, Aiden.
Yes, good morning.
And Elmer and Dan. I agree with the length of that parade. I was in it last year, was Tuki, and after 6 hours in costume, it was brutal. Just brutal. I used to walk it when it was a short one, and just in town, around, and over to Zacatecas, and started at Central Park. You know, that was a lot better. And I agree, the bands, missed the bands. Wow, you know, and I agree with you as well. That it should be the patriotic parade. Separate the carnival with the patriotism. I fully agree on that. Have a good day.
Thank you, Miss Cat. Thank you, Miss Cat. And Tuki was missing this year as well. So I would love to see a carnival parade on a different date and promote it as big as you possibly can, you know. Try to encourage as many participants to come out and be part of a carnival parade and our 21st of September Independence Parade to be a patriotic, colorful one with the Belizean colors, the Belizean flags out there. You know, I think that that would be beautiful. Decorate your golf carts. Have a prize for the most beautiful decorated golf cart, bicycle, floats, you name it. To be a patriotic one, include the children in there. Have them in a different category. Have them be creative. Have the schools come out. You know how many schools we have here on the island? I called them out the other day. I would name them out the other day. You know how long that parade would be, but it doesn't have to be that long. It could be a shorter route, because your carnival parade will be the one that stands right now, the route that stands. But the patriotic one, you know, on the 21st could be a shorter one where the kids will be on the front line. And of course, you can have a jump up as well on the 21st, but with colorful costumes, you know, not carnival style, but more patriotic. Just my 2 cents into it. So where do we start? By signing a petition and triggering a local referendum. I want to call the mayor to see how many signatures I need in order to get this done.
And for the same petition, I put make them start on time too. Please, when I say 1 o'clock, make it be 1 o'clock because we waited 4 hours. I just think that, you know, we as a community, as a Belizean community, we have the wrong thing when we say 8 o'clock, because when we say 8 o'clock, that means 10 o'clock.
Good one. 8:08. It's 1 minute after 8 though. Any other announcements done?
No, I think that's it
Very
so
good.
far. Water interruption, that's it.
Elmer, any other announcements?
Nope, I think we're good to go.
Thank you much to our viewers, our listeners. We take this opportunity to invite you for tomorrow's edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Until then, you do take care.
Looking for amazing food and drinks? Look no further than La Cala Restaurant, located north of the bridge at White Sand Resort. We're open every day to serve you delicious meals and refreshing beverages. Sip on our creative mixed drinks like Cinnamon Glitter Thang, Tipsy Mermaid, or the Frozen Blue Hole, and enjoy ice-cold local beers. Feeling hungry? Dive into our rich, tasty platters and indulge in flavors you love. La Cala is for everyone. Bring family, bring friends, and make every meal memorable. Saturdays is Cornhole Cash, so sign up and win big. Our opening hours is from Monday to Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Sundays, 12 noon to 8 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and ask for our specials. Call us at 633-8024 for more information. Find us by following the signs on the road. La Cala, good vibes, great food, unforgettable drinks. From sunrise to sunset, we are for everyone. La Cala Restaurant.
At Castillo's Do It Best Hardware on Pescador Drive, we give you the best value for all your construction needs in San Pedro. From electrical to paint, to plumbing, to household appliances, we offer a wide array of modern and stylish designs for your home or office. Thinking of changing your look this year? Visit Castillo's Hardware. Our new computerized paint matching system is able to mix paint to match any color, offering you unequal convenience.